attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
The show, TV's only source for all the Monday applause you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's good to see you.
And I care about a lot of Monday applause.
Well, you came to the wrong place. Olivia Munn is catching a matinee of furry vengeance.
And I'm totally jealous.
It's all right. We'll get it for you on the Blu-ray.
All right, thanks.
Or Betamax. That's what they'll release that one on. So joining me today, Miss X-Play herself, Morgan Webb is here.
We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
By the way, she really wears that around the office.
Absolutely. What? Like someone might not know who I am? Now they know.
But at Ralph's, do you really have to wear that?
Somebody might not know who I am.
Yes.
And then am I going to get the extra coupon off of the sausages? No, I'm not.
It's double coupon day every day for Miss X-Play.
Hello, thank you.
As it should be. Thanks, Mondays. On the show today, all week long, we're reviewing gifts for your mom.
Your mom.
And Gadget Prawn. Yeah, my mom loves gifts. First up is the new Canon SD1400 with 14 megapixels and 720p video. It actually might just be the best point and shoot we've ever seen. Yeah.
Wow.
I said might, you gotta stay tuned. That's a tease. That's TV. Then Anna David hits the pavement for another Sex on the Streets answering hard-hitting questions. What kind of hard-hitting questions, you ask? And I'd say, should I tell my girlfriend I made out with a stripper?
Personally, I'm going to go with no.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with no. Plus, Epic April may be over, but that doesn't mean we're done with Epic giveaways. No, we have given away an iPad, a one-of-a-kind Darth Vader bust. Apparently, he's got nice, and an Origin gaming laptop. Today, we've got a rare and expensive item that will boldly go where no man has gone before. It's from Star Trek.
Oh, I was wondering why you were saying that.
That's why I filled it in for you there a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And on the eve of his book tour, Fight Club author Chuck Palahniuk will join us live to talk about his new book, Tell All. But now, it's a Webb video horse race.
Coming on the band, it's around the net. The horse racing announcer thing, and I abandoned that right away. I got about halfway through it. Sorry, America. And at number 5 today, we have seen a ton of ghostwriting videos.
And I like pretty much all of them, but we've never seen one quite like this. Hopefully the guy can feed his family on Web hits, though.
Oh, yeah, because his crops didn't look too good. I don't know if you saw, but...
No, his crops don't look like they're doing so well.
Apparently he thinks you harvest corn by mowing it.
Yeah.
Which is just wrong.
That guy would suck at farm filling.
Yes, he would.
Yeah. All right, today's number 4 item comes to us from the Canadian sketch comedy group Picnic Face.
Yes. Picnic Face does many things, but they do one thing exceedingly well, and that, of course, is make spoofs of testosterone-charged sports drink commercials, right?
Well, here's the latest entry in their long-running series for Power Thirst.
Drink Power Thirst, shoot the clouds, hit Jesus, strap him to a pole, Jesus Rodeo, dead Jesus Rodeo, Jesus Rodeo, dead Jesus Rodeo. Red Bull may give you wings, but Power Thirst gives you birds. Birds all over your body, birds, birds, birds. You're the bird man? Time for some Venn diagrams. Boy, Power Thirst, man, Power Thirst, man. Pregnant woman, Power Thirst. Holy you drink this, you will vomit a wedding!
Whoa!
I'm exhausted right now. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted from watching that.
You need a Power Thirst is what you need.
And for the record, I would definitely buy tickets to a, Dead Jesus Rodeo.
Yeah, you're down for that?
Definitely.
I'm just going to go feed pregnant women power thirst so horse bursts from them. Like, that's
Was it a horse? I thought it was a goat.
whatever it is, I'll take it. It could be an
was-
alien, it could be a unicorn, it could be a pony.
It was a demonic creature. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, and then I'll vomit a wedding to celebrate. Thanks, power thirst.
That does make everything better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes weddings more fun.
Now, today's number 3 item is the latest in a long line of high production value porno trailers. Yeah.
Okay, porn movies based on popular films of the day. Nothing new. We've seen those. But recently, we've seen a great porn renaissance with smut companies making really good spoofs of older cult films.
Yes. Now, this particular porn here does an impressively accurate job of recreating the 1960s Batman TV show.
Best away and the phone is ringing.
Holy conspiracy!
How is a squabble like a bargain?
Very well. It's because it takes 2 to make it.
Yeah, what? When am I supposed to start masturbating to that?
I'm not sure.
I didn't quite
exactly.
get the scene. Like, they need an on-screen indicator.
Were you saying this wasn't sexy?
No.
How is a squabble like a...
She was acting the hell out of that porno.
She practiced that
Yeah.
line about 10,000 times.
yeah.
And like,
It's
you know
gonna be a
what?
big hit.
It doesn't even matter if you say the line. Just skip it.
No, there should be no dialogue in pornography.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But they did get the Joker's mustache, right? So well done.
Yes,
porn
they
industry.
did do that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should see it when they actually... There's a part where they turn the camera sideways and then Batman and Robin actually climb into Catwoman's hoo-ha. They just kind of... Oh! Hey!
Yeah. Okay, coming in at number 2 today are a few remarks made this weekend by President Obama at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
That was pretty good. It's an evening when presidents can take a break from their worries and crack a few jokes. In fact, Jay Leno was invited to perform this year, but Obama, he actually scored a few zingers of his own before Jay could even get to the mic.
Though I am glad that the only person whose ratings fell more than mine last year is here tonight. Great to see you, Jay. I'm also glad that I'm speaking first, because we've all seen what happens when somebody takes the time slot after Leno's.
He's good.
He is good.
He's good.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, with Jay Leno headlining, somebody has to step up and be funny. You know what I mean? Oh! Boom! Yes! Knew it. Knew it. How could you not?
Really going to need to take that little zang away from you, aren't we?
Oh, yeah! Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
That wasn't even zang.
Oh, that was zang nasty. The people have spoken. Boom! All show long.
It's going to be a long day, isn't it?
Still ahead. Today's number 1 around the net is the Sword of Kings.
If you're going to kill previously deceased pigs, well, there's only one weapon for you. See you next.
Wait, do you reanimate the pigs and then kill them again?
Where are you going, Kevin?
I just want to see how the viewers see it.
Come back.
I just wanted to see it.
Come back.
Morgan,
Yes, Kevin.
there is something you may not know about me.
And
just
I
want to.
probably think that I actually don't want to know.
I
I don't think I want to know.
I do not own a two-handed greatsword.
And I'm not sure. Euphemism? No? Not sure.
Normally, yes, but no, it's not today. It's
Okay.
it's actually going to help because it's an introduction
Right.
to this incredible ad for cold steel knives.
Mm-hmm.
The sword world continues to overlook, in my opinion, the efficiency and power, and I even say majesty of this great sword. Flick, 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 and up comes a part, 20 pounds of beef. That's what a great sword's all about. Deep penetration.
Wow.
Awesome. I'm willing to bet that guy is like a real like lady killer on the Ren Fair circuit. I mean,
I would say both romantically and literally, because there's a lot of errant sword swinging and
yes,
happening there.
absolutely, absolutely. Oh God, can we get him on the show? You think? Yeah. He should come on and do a sword demo. Hey, guy with swords, come on, please.
We're gonna need to get a giant pig head, though.
What? Oh, that's not a problem. We can make that happen. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. No rehearsal. No rehearsal, kids.
That was
no rehearsal.
All right, that's fine.
I didn't know that was coming.
That was okay, guys. Get a big,
When you have questions about computers and you've exhausted all other options,
I'm exhausted.
There's only one man you should turn to.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. We pity the fool who doesn't know Mr. IT.
Fix it. Say it.
Fix it.
Hey fools, it's me, Mr. IT. That's first name Mr., middle name period, second middle name I, third middle name period, last name T, middle name Siegel. This is my co-host, Tiny Little Buddy.
My name's Chris Porter.
And we're here to feed your technology troubles a knuckle sandwich and make them go home and cry to their mama. Yeah.
Today's question comes from Lance Hamford in Deer Park, Michigan. Lance?
Hey, Mr. IT, what exactly is a terabyte?
Now that's a stupid question, Lance, but Mr. IT's gonna fix it for you, sucker. A terabyte is a flying dinosaur. A dinosaur ain't technology, fool. It's ancient history. You get my drift?
No, that's actually not correct. A terabyte is a unit of computer data storage capacity roughly equal to 1 trillion bytes. You're thinking of a pterodactyl. Flying dinosaur.
Wow. This computer is huge. Wow. It's got a solid state drive. Cool. Wow. Great bikini. Do you live in this computer?
Yes. And it needs to be rebooted.
Well, then let me prompt your DOS.
No! Itty buddy. Wake up, it was an accident.
Huh? What happened?
You had head-on collision with the truth. Well, that's it for today, fools. Join me, Mr. IT, and my fragile little friend next week on We Gonna Fix It, sucker.
Prompt your DOS.
No.
Okay. It's almost Mother's Day, everybody.
It is.
Yeah. Time to celebrate the lady who pushed you out of her own
Okay, well, we've got gifts for your mom on Gadgetron.
vagina. The old DOS prompt. Hey, if there's one thing that moms love, okay, well, if there's a second thing moms love, it's taking pictures and emailing dozens of them to you, usually at full resolution.
Right.
So it crams your inbox. And look, I get it, Mom. Caitlin took a bath. That's fine. I don't need to see it at 24 megs because you're cramming up my Gmail. So just take it easy.
Okay. Maybe you'd rather they send you high-def video?
No.
Listen, we expect a lot from Canon, and their latest Power Shot looks like it could meet all of our expectations. It's the SD1400. Featuring 14.1 megapixels and the trusted Digic 4 image processor, picture quality is detailed and crisp. Plus, 720p video recording, smart auto mode, and new creative effects make this digital camera incredibly powerful for an incredibly low price of $219.
Okay. I have to say this actually is a very small, lightweight, thin camera.
Mm-hmm.
It has these really beautiful rounded edges so it slips in and out of your pocket. Women, of course, carry purses. So we don't really have the tiny camera necessity that I think men have.
Right, or
for guys,
drag men with them and make them carry everything. So for guys, yes, this is a well-designed camera.
Yeah, so it's about a half an inch thick. It weighs about as much as an iPhone, so of course it does fit easily in your pocket. It's comfortable to hold and shoot with. It's the standard sort of Canon model that we've seen a lot and we're used to. So
same kind of button interface.
Exactly. It does not have a touchscreen, which I think is fine. A lot of cameras will cram a touchscreen on there, and it's not really necessary. They just feel like they should have one.
Absolutely, and sometimes even the user interface experience is even worse on a touchscreen. This has a tried and true interface that Canon has been using for years. It's pretty self-explanatory. The directional pad and the function buttons are all well placed, so you're never really hunting around for anything.
Right.
The startup, it has a bit of a slow startup and shoot time, which is annoying for some. There are some cameras that are quicker than this one, but...
that's actually definitely an incredibly important feature to me. I feel like I don't want to be waiting around for my camera, so let's test it out. You can see...
It's like, oh man, that skirt's not going to be up forever. Turn the camera on, snap the photo. You got to get it before she gets off the escalator. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
There might be a bit of a delay. I'm just saying, you don't want to trip.
Well, I think the delay that's really irritating me the most in this situation is you take the picture... busy, then you see it.
It's taking your images.
I know.
Relax. Just smooth.
Hey, I'm a busy woman too.
Right, yeah. You have things that you need to take photos of.
Wait, I'm busy.
That is valid. Canon should take a page out of your book.
I'm sorry, Kevin, I'm busy right now. I can't really talk to you.
Okay, cool.
Busy, just playing with the camera.
They've, have you played with the 720p video feature? Have you played with that yet? Because they have added that.
Should we take some 720p video?
Yes,
so
we
that
should.
So your mom can send it to you and clog up your inbox?
Yes, I'm gonna ruin her AOL dial-up for a year with one video. They've added the 720p video and picture effects, and they work the way that you want them to, and that's the important thing. The video quality is just about as good as a flip cam, and just as jittery.
Hey, that guy was hot. Sorry.
Yeah, when you're checking out hot dudes on the beach. We know what 18 to 34-year-old males want to see in their B-roll, Morgan.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate that.
It's pasty white dudes at the beach.
Yep. No, totally.
We're very impressed with the low light footage, as you can see here. Canon finally gave us 720p video in the SD1000 series.
Yes.
And we saw creative effects in our last Canon review, and they work just as well on this one. There's modes like fisheye, panoramic, smile shutter, and even miniature. Make things teeny tiny like.
I love when things are teeny tiny.
Oh,
yes.
Foreshadowing.
So every year Canon comes out with a new camera in the 1000 series. Every year the camera has some of the best image quality on the market. So how do you think they do this year?
Really great!
Hooray!
Really, really great. Normal light photos, as you can see, look, again, with the skirts, they look terrific. Colors are accurate, plenty of detail, and that's because it's 14 megapixels.
Right.
You might get a little bit of blur if you zoom in.
Okay, but 14 megapixels.
Yeah, 14 megapixels.
Right.
Low light photos are surprisingly good. The flash does not overexpose. And the weird thing about this camera, which I think is kind of good, is that even when it does blur, the pictures still look kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, you can pass it off as artsy. Like, someone would pay 99 cents for an iPhone app to blur the photos the same way this thing does at times. So.
Is it bad that I paid like $2.99 for one? This is $200. It is. I didn't. It's $219 online. It's actually a little bit pricey. It doesn't sound like, I think, a lot for a 14 megapixel digital camera, but one has to make the argument that do you really need 14 megapixels?
No, you don't. I can't think of a single thing I want to see at that resolution. Not even myself.
I mean, if somebody wants to do a lot of high resolution work, they're probably going to have a higher end camera than this.
Yeah, people like if you're going to use an online service to transfer a picture from digital to canvas,
for example,
use a DSLR for that.
Right.
Nevertheless, we're giving it a 4 out of 5 at this price, which is a great rating for a very good camera.
Yeah.
The picture quality, again, is some of the best that we've seen from a point and shoot. We do wish they improved the image quality a little more for the higher price because it looks like previous models of the camera take the same quality pictures and they're about $70 cheaper, like the SD1200, which you can see there.
Yes. So there are some good options out there, but this is definitely not a bad way to go. You'll be happy when you get this camera. Or
4 out of 5.
Or your mom will be happy.
Your mom will be very happy.
When you get her this camera.
To send you 720p video.
For pushing her out of your
lady pocket.
Sure.
That's it for today's Gadget Prawn, but if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn@g4tv.com. It's right there.
Yep. Still ahead, we're going to show off the new Iron Man Nikes and the summer footwear collection from the hundreds in Sneakerheads.
And later, Fight Club author Chuck Palahniuk will join us live to talk about his new book, Tell All. So stick around, everybody.
What happens next?
Here's a guy on a longboard trying to show off his... Oh, hey, look, a truck! What happens next? Does he narrowly avoid the truck? Does he fall off the board and go face first into the pavement? Or does he just slam right into the bumper? Find out when we return. Here's a guy on a longboard trying to show off his... Oh, hey, look, a truck! What happens next? Does he narrowly avoid the truck? Does he fall off the board and go face first into the pavement? Or does he just slam right into the bumper? Oh, so that's how you break your tailbone.
Nice. Welcome back, everybody. Tiny Morgan, what'd you think of that? That was crazy, right?
That was pretty crazy, Kevin, you know.
Very crazy.
Yeah.
So you enjoying the show so far? You pretty psyched for everything?
Absolutely. I'm just hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
Very, very excited for the epic giveaway later in the show.
Yes.
But I have one thing to ask you, though, is please don't step on me.
No! I love you, Tiny Morgan. You're my faves. High five.
Yeah, well, okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda right now, Tiny Morgan?
All right, well, it's time to find out who's cooking up the news in the G4 kitchen.
Oh, and who might that cook be, huh? Do you know?
It looks like the world-famous info chef, the beautiful Kristen Adams.
You just destroyed my dreams. I've always wanted a Pocket Morgan. Oh. Right now, it's time to start the feed. Is she okay? Watch out, Morgan. All right. It's Monday, May 3rd, and here are your top stories. As of today, Apple announced they have sold over 1 million iPads in the tablet's first 28 days on the market. That means the iPad has sold twice as fast as the original iPhone. And just as the iPad hit that million milestone, the darn thing got hacked. A new jailbreak dubbed Spirit has opened the floodgates, allowing tinkerers and hackers to run unauthorized third-party apps and software on Apple's tablet. The hack also enables multitasking for the first time on the iPad via an app called Backgrounder, just as long as the hack doesn't let you use Flash, right, Steve Jobs, right? And speaking of Flash, it's not all rainbows and unicorns for Apple. The company may be staring down the barrel at an antitrust probe by the U.S. government. Apple's new App Store policy is at the heart of the controversy. Apple recently required that all applications for the iPhone and iPad must be built using Apple's coding tools. That means competition from other platforms like Adobe's Flash is effectively eliminated, which could be classified as monopolistic. Right now, the U.S. Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission are considering an inquiry after which they would decide whether or not to launch an official investigation into Apple's business practices. And finally, after 21 years, the last active NFL player featured in the original Tecmo Bowl has retired. When it was released on the NES way back in 1989, Tecmo Bowl famously featured real athletes, including Jeff Fiegels, a kicker for the New York Giants. Sadly, Fiegels, now age 44, is retiring from the NFL, meaning that the groundbreaking and much beloved game no longer features any active athletes. Let's zigzag across the field for 2 minutes and score a touchdown in his honor. I'm Kristen Adams, and you've just been fed. Let's go back to Kevin and Little Morgan. Or is she big now?
No,
yay!
Morgan. Miss X Play is here.
Yeah, Miss X Play. I had a mushroom and...
Oh, you went.
That's what happened.
What up?
Yep. Well, if you'd like your feet to feel indestructible, have we got some shoes for you?
That's right, we got Iron Man Nikes on today's Sneakerheads.
Want to relive the adrenaline-pumping bomb raids of World War II without taking shrapnel up your ass? Then check out this Nike SBTG high-top collaboration known as the Memphis Belle. The Memphis Belle refers to the legendary craft and crew of a B-17 Flying Fortress bomber. The nickname was based on the pilot's sweetheart who was waiting back home in Memphis, Tennessee. And yes, the story ended happily. Known for his urban and war design aesthetics, SBTG's founder and designer Mark Ong paid homage to the iconic bomber, incorporating greenish tints, enemy camouflage on the sides, bullet holes piercing the tops, and SBTG's signature sawtooth toe in the front. Grab a pair at Royal Fam's online store for $550 and give thanks to your forefathers for not having to speak German. If you held your breath last summer in anticipation of Nike's Iron Man Dunk Low SBs, only to be nut-punched when they pulled the plug, well, collect your man grapes, because we've got news for you.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Nike is rumored to release a high-top version of the Iron Man SBs due out in stores later this year.
I want one.
No.
Only a few photos have leaked to the internet, but by the looks of it, this classic Iron Man color scheme in red underlay and yellow and black accents has collectible written all over it. The shoe hits stores later this year, starting with a retail price of $137. In the meantime, you can get your early fix when Iron Man 2 drops into theaters May 7th. Last fall, we featured The Hundreds, a clothing company founded by two law school classmates turned fashion entrepreneurs specializing in remixed prints of classic logos. Well, the duo are back at it again and set to release their 2010 summer footwear line featuring 3 styles of sneakers available in a variety of colors. The Hundreds offer their Johnson model in a mid and low-cut design featuring suede uppers, contrasting laces, two-tone canvas, and either a splatter print or pinstripe on the midsole. If leather's more your fancy, then grab the Valenzuela, which boasts a faux leather upper and contrasting red pinstripes on the midsoles. Combine this with the classic Jags motif and soft latex insoles, and you are ready to start crushing some serious ass. Grab a pair now at the 100 San Francisco and Los Angeles stores. So whether you're into superheroes, war heroes, or just looking to be your own hero, we've got your feet dialed in with sneakerheads.
These are actually some of the Hundreds new sneakers, right, Shaw, and our little handsies. Look at that. Oh, you could fit a Tiny Morgan in there.
Yeah, you sure could. And for the next week, you can get 10% off all orders on thehundreds.com with the code AOTS.
Bam! 10% off your sneakers.
All right, good news. I have some good news for you guys. Pay attention. The best of AOTS is available for download every week on iTunes, PSN, and Xbox Live.
Anywhere else? I see a lot of logos.
The Zune Marketplace.
Don't you give me that make-believe sass mouth.
Really is there. It is.
Okay, madness. It is there, apparently.
Yeah,
I've just heard my ear. Yeah. It's everywhere. Anyways, the best of ATN, Gadget Prawn, Fresh Ink, and so much more is available for practically no dollar bills, y'all.
Sweet! Go put it on your hard drive of choice. All right, coming up, Fight Club author Chuck Palahniuk will join us live.
Remember, his name is Robert Paulson. 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 Some folks know him as the author of Fight Club or the guy who makes people faint at his epic book readings. But now he has a new book coming out called Tell All. Please join me in welcoming from Massachusetts, Dr. Chuck Palahniuk is here. How are you, Chuck? Pleasure to have you here, sir. I've been a long time fan. And I know this is the eve of your Tell All book tour, and so you must be have the rock star jitters. You must be a little nervous. Are they gassing the double wide bus? What the hell is a book tour these days? Are there groupies?
You know, I'm still stuck back on the fact that Nike had a meeting where they said, we have this new tennis shoe. We can either call it the Memphis Belle or the Enola Gay. And they all voted against the Enola Gay. And I think that is just bigotry, okay? But you want to talk about the book?
No. We can talk about potential homophobia running rampant at Nike if that's really where you want to go.
At Nike,
but I think that's the least of their problems at this right now. But I'm curious about the book tour because I wonder are there literally Kindle-toting groupies that are showing up, because your fans are a special breed. They're a particular breed, I think, of book reader.
And they all want a damn signature on their book. So I think Kindle is going to be the only thing that saves my hand from falling off my arm.
You don't think you'll be signing
if I don't have to
with
sign
Sharpie?
it. I am not signing Kindles. Nope.
What about an iPad? Would you spit on an iPad? Like where are you drawing the line? Clearly not the Kindle, but
No. Apple is clearly trying to monopolize pornography. And once Apple gets its hands on world control of pornography, there will be no hope left for the rest of us. So, books.
No. Let's talk about porn and Apple, because as long as there's a screen, human beings will figure out how to get pornography on it, right? I mean, I think if there's one company that's trying to keep porn off a device, isn't it Apple?
I think we need to talk about my book, finally. At some point in this whole interaction, we need to talk about my book.
All right, so in between viewing pornography on my iPad, will I be able to read Tell All? And if so, what will I find?
Yes, once you have completely exhausted yourself and you need a break.
During the refractory period, we can skip through chapters of Tell All.
Because I am here to pimp a book, okay? Once a year, I go out in the world and I say, listen, you book bitches, you need to be making daddy some money here. So, buy the damn book, $26, it stays with you all night long.
And it's inspired, apparently Tell All is inspired by Sam Rockwell?
Yeah, Sam Rockwell, when we were making the Choke movie, Sam was talking about doing the Jesse James movie. See, I'm name dropping already.
Right, that Hollywood Tourette's syndrome.
He stopped himself at one point and he said, I just say, blah, 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 Brad Pitt, blah, 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 Brad Pitt, over and over. And he said, it sounds like I have some name-dropping form of Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah.
And so even celebrities don't want to be caught name-dropping.
Yeah, George Clooney and I were chatting about that yesterday at breakfast at Toast. And even he's just tired of it. But this is your 10th novel. You crank them out, it seems like, at least once a year. Do we need an intervention here? Is there an end goal for you, or are you just writing as fast as your arm will physically allow you?
Well, seriously, I am the author that hangs out at the bus station. And when those young, sweet, fresh novels get off the bus from God only knows where, I hook them up right away. And I put them on the street.
Are you exploiting young literature?
You need to be making... Ernest Hemingway did this exact same thing.
Now, sincerely, because we have talked about iPads and Kindles and whatnot, and with all these e-readers coming out, is reading in any danger? Because when I see web forums or even casual Twitter chatter, it seems that nobody seems to really be discussing books at a level that tells me that they're digesting them as quickly as they used to. Like, are you worried about the state of reading?
You know, but take into account the fact that people are doing all this discussing by keyboard. People are actually writing, and so that they're reading and writing at a greater speed and rate than ever before. And eventually their reading and writing skills are going to increase, and those people who are Twittering today are going to be wanting to read and write books tomorrow. So I think it's just a natural progression.
I shudder to think of what books filled with leet speak and OMG, LOL. Like, I mean, yes, they're writing, but they're writing like 12-year-old Korean girls now, you know, and it's...
Right, it'll catch up.
Okay,
Not
good.
in my lifetime.
You're far more optimistic than I am on that front. But what about you? Do you do a lot of online reading? I know you still write with, you know, traditional pen and journal, but are you a web-connected guy?
I am a dial-up connected guy because I live in the middle of nowhere. So that's why, for me, books are still the answer.
And so we're very quickly, because we're out of time here, but I do want to know the Tell All tour. Where are some of the major cities? Where are you hitting?
Portsmouth, Tuesday night. Boston, Wednesday night. New York, Thursday night. Someplace, some other night. Calgary, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco.
Oh my. Just drive the diesel truck right into the B. Dalton, hop out, guns a-blazing, and then exploit that young literature.
And then get those bitches back in the van. We got another city to go to.
Chuck Palahniuk, thank you so much for joining us. An absolute pleasure, sir. Tell All is available starting tomorrow. You guys should pick it up. All right, back to Morgan.
All right, there's a fine line between walking the street and walking the street. But our legal department wants you to know that when Anna David brings sexy back to the pavement, it's all completely legal. Here's the latest edition of Sex on the Streets.
I'm Anna David, and I'm here in San Diego. With millions out there getting it on, there's some pretty racy questions that need to be answered. So I'm hitting the streets of the Gaslamp District to see if I can clear up the issues in your pants. So I'm just hanging out here with Alex.
Okay.
What's your question?
My question is, I had a bachelor party.
Yeah?
Been out with a stripper while I was there. What should I do? Should I tell my wife?
Okay, this was your bachelor party.
Yes.
At the risk of losing her, you gotta tell her. I mean, this is like, you know, this is like the beginning of the union. You hope to be able to be faithful to this woman for the rest of your life or something like it.
Yeah.
So if you're already kind of not able to do that right now, the best thing you can do for you and your wife-to-be is to tell her and just hope for the best.
All right. I'll take that in consideration. And
tell her it's not going to happen anymore.
I'll try, but it's easier than it.
Easier said than done. No more bachelor parties for you, my friend.
I had the most amazing, wonderful, and beautiful girlfriend ever. And I do have a question. She is very selfish in bed, and I don't know what to do about it.
Okay, so like you're basically trying to get a little like reciprocation going, and she's not interested in that.
That's right.
Well, I'm a firm believer in how we are in bed is really indicative and representative of how we are in life. And if this is a woman that, you know, you love so much and you're telling her, listen, you're being selfish, I don't like this, and she doesn't really care, I do think that that might indicate a larger problem. Are you picking the right person to love? I mean, wouldn't you want to have somebody who wants to reciprocate because she loves you that much?
I would, yeah.
Are you dumping her?
No, absolutely.
On national television?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. But it's food for thought.
It is.
Okay.
Actually, I was curious, is there an antidepressant that will not affect my sex drive at all?
That's a great question. Because as you know, I'm sure, antidepressants do tend to affect people's sex drives. Studies show that up to 70% of the people that take them are affected. For a man, you know, that can be a little bit more serious in that he actually cannot perform. So Wellbutrin is the antidepressant that is supposed to have the least effect on one's sex drive. Yeah, I mean, do you feel well informed now?
I do now.
About the topic of antidepressants and sex drives?
Standing right here, yes I do.
Could you go deliver a speech on it?
It would be a short speech, however, being informed now, yes, I do feel more confident.
All right. It's good enough for me. Just doing my part to help out the folks in San Diego. I'm Anna David. See you next time I go in your pants.
I mean, okay, but really, I mean, who hasn't made out with a stripper? You know what I mean?
Me.
Well, okay, yeah, obviously, but I mean, who else hasn't? You know what I'm saying?
I never did.
Okay, so I'm the only one with herpes then. Okay, yeah. Fine.
All right. Again. Do you need some apps for your Android? Woohoo, I do. It's time to attack this. I love you. All right, iPhone fanboys are always bragging about other friggin' games, but the Android, I love you, has got games too, bitches. Droid fans rejoice, Air Control is here. Known as Flight Control on the iPhone, this not-so-cleverly renamed air traffic control sim is more addictive than you'd think. Simply guide the slew of airborne planes and helicopters to their destination while avoiding any collisions. All right, doesn't sound too compelling, but trust us, it is. Download the ad-supported version for free. $1.99 on the iPhone, suckers. We've all been there. You park in one of those ginormous lots at the mall or a stadium, and you lose track of your car. But with Car Finder AR, parking lot amnesia will be a thing of the past. This fancy app uses augmented reality to find your car. When you park, you simply mark your location. Then when you need to find your way back, just hold up your phone and you are magically guided to your car. The best part is you can compensate for your lack of memory for free. I know. And finally, while losing your car might happen on occasion, drunk dialing is an epidemic. Fight the spread of incoherent late-night rambling with Drunk Blocker. Just pick a window of time, choose who's off limit in your contacts list, and it'll prevent you from making an ass of yourself again. But if you really, really, really need to tell your ex how much you still despise her, the app feeds you a sobriety test to determine whether or not it'd be a good idea. And you bet your drunk ass that this app is free. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all of these Android apps and more. Stick around, we've got another epic giveaway coming up next. This one's for us Trekkies.
Sex on the Streets is brought to you by Axe Twist, the fragrance that changes. What happens when you combine the forefathers of the 8-bit Nintendo Empire and mash them together into one game? You get a nice little stew called Super Mario Crossover. Created by Exploding Rabbit, this gem of the Flash-based world combines everyone's favorite 80s side-scroller Super Mario Bros. With a dash of new playable characters. Helping Mario on his quest to save the princess is 5 NES legends, including Link, Samus, Mega Man, Castlevania's Simon, and Bill from Contra. Each character brings their special powers to the Mushroom Kingdom, like Mega Man's chargeable gun, Samus's bombs, and Bill's plethora of heavy artillery. Blast, jump, slash, and whip your way through the entire Super Mario Bros. Game, complete with nostalgic warp zone. Dominate Bowser like never before for free over at newgrounds.com. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS, everyone's favorite lottery winner, Jorge Garcia from Lost, will be here live in studio. Plus, Allison goes to Honda's R&D headquarters to test out a killer prototype of the Honda UX-3, also known as the Segway Killer. And on DV Tuesday, Chris Gore is here to review The Descent 2, Survivors, and a Blu-ray Rapid Fire. See it tomorrow.
All right, now, if you were one of the folks out there who thought we were only giving away cool stuff in April, you are wrong!
So wrong. We're in May, and it's time again for another epic giveaway. We gave away a Main Gear X-Cube Compact Gaming Beast PC. The winner is Douglas J. of Portsmouth, Virginia. Congratulations!
Now, today's giveaway is going to cause more than one nerdgasm out there. Get ready for it. This is a prop replica phaser rifle from Star Wars, the original series. From Star Trek, the original series. I got worried because I heard this clicking noise and I thought you were breaking something over here. Literally, I was like, please don't break it.
It has realistic clicking action.
This is actually from the pilot.
Actually, I have to say, very heavy.
It's a sweet reproduction. Roddenberry Productions and Roddenberry.com have generously provided this one-to-one copy of the original show prop. And when you pull the trigger, boom! And the lasers actually light up in the front too. It plays the original sound effect.
And there's a slider.
Yep. It has a toggle. The old Tully toggle. And comes with a display base and a signed certificate of authenticity. What were the two modes again, Morgan, there?
Stun and full power.
Okay, thank you. To win the Star Trek rifle, visit our website at g4tv.com/AOTS and click the epic giveaway link. Get your entry in between now and 3 p.m. on May 4th to be eligible, and we will announce the winner on tomorrow's show.
I'm going to win this.
You love some phasers, don't you? Thanks to our guest, Jug Palahniuk, and of course, to Miss X-Play herself, Miss Morgan Webb for co-hosting.
Stick around. See you in the